And good afternoon, and welcome to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium. I am your host, and with me I have my incredible co-host.
Get a grip with Coach Elix. It's right here.
That's how we reference you now?
I can't help it. I'm used to get a grip with Coach Elix.
We just right wave here to you now. Get a group with Coach Elix.
Get a what? Get a group.
A grip.
Well, listen. Right here.
And I'm glad you are so here. And I'm so glad everyone is here and listening. Listen, it's Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a beautiful day here. I mean, certainly sending out so much love and healing to Florida and all the states that are going through that crazy, damaging hurricane. So
yes.
I have a cousin, really cousin / sister, Holly, who I spoke to and lives
my sister
and your sister too, and lives in one in St. Petersburg, one in Port Richey. And my cousin had 3 feet of water in her basement, and she lives right on the canal, so it's rough. So just sending a lot of energy, and I hope everyone else does that for people. And it's still going on, right? I mean, I was just watching the news in North Carolina in the Western Mountains, and it said in over 100 years that area has never got this much rain. So
yeah, it's
there's
a huge
lot
storm.
It's a lot of people dealing with that. So, but here, I'm so excited because it's the last Friday of the month. And guess what? Through the static, I get to bring spirit and dead people through the static right to you. And whoever calls, I get to do a reading, which I love. So, but Elix, tell everybody. Everybody is waiting anxiously. What is going on with you?
Oh, my God. You you are so over the top dramatic.
What do you mean?
Like people are going to be like, oh my God, like what is going on? Nada. I mean,
I don't believe that.
Well, I mean, life, like we're movers and shakers. And so we have plenty happening every day. The biggest thing is that in a few days, next Tuesday, officially, October 1st, my birthday month begins. And yes, I celebrate the whole month.
As you should.
And yeah, don't judge. It is what it is. And if you have an issue with that, buy me a cake. And I'm excited. I'm excited because we are going to be heading to Palm Springs. A couple of days in LA, but mostly Palm Springs this time. And that's one of our favorite places to go to. So I can't wait, Stephen. I'm already there.
Whoa. You are so jumping. And this, it's like you don't even know me and what's going on with me. You have no idea. You're jumping to Palm Springs and you're skipping the Columbus Day weekend.
Well, because you're asking me, okay, so this is a really good, description of what our lives is like. He asked me what's going on with me, and then now he's making it all about him. So
no, because you're part of this. We're both part of Palm Springs and your birthday, but you're also part of the Columbus Day weekend, aren't you?
Yeah, the part that I am is that I'm driving you to Connecticut for the book signings.
So.
So now let's tell people, because I mean, clearly, we need to tell people what's going on with you on Columbus Day weekend.
Well, let me just say too that even before we move to me, you're just doing so extraordinarily well with your business, and everything is going well with you and then with us. So we're all happy, right? It's all good. It's fall.
I am happy every day that I get to wake up, that I get to say thank you for all that we have, and even what we don't, because there's so much to be grateful for. So there's nothing, there's nothing to complain, even though it's often tempting to complain, right? Because we focus on the, what it is that we don't have, and then we miss the boat on all the other, amazing things that we do have. So yeah, I'm happy, I'm content, and I'm grateful every day.
I love that you said that, because it's the same It really is the same concept of when you get a sign from somebody like your dad or mom, or you see a cardinal or a bird or whatever the case is that that's mom, that's dad, and you get very excited, and you get so excited that you just sit in that sign and get out of the present, and there's always the little tremors. I always say signs are like earthquakes. You get the big one and then you get tremors because they know that you're in that sort of place, so they will keep throwing you signs, and so many people miss them because, and rightfully so, they get very excited about the big sign, but you sort of forget that there's other signs coming. It's sort of the same concept that you just said, Elix. When you're complaining, you forget about all the things that you're grateful for. So I love that you said that, and but to bring up Columbus Day weekend is that, yes, we're going to be heading down on October 11th, which is the Friday, and I am going to be on Great Day, Connecticut, which I'm so excited about. And it's going to be, I think it airs at 3 p.m. We have to be there for 10 for filming. And that's going to just be a promotion for my book. So the next day, which is the Saturday, October 12th, in 2 Barnes & Nobles, and one Glastonbury and then one in Enfield, which they're like 30 minutes apart. So Glastonbury's at 12 p.m. to 2, and then Enfield's 5 to 7. So I'm doing a book signing for the first hour and then readings for the second hour. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm going to be on Great Day, Connecticut. How wonderful is that?
So if you are anywhere in Rhode Island, Western Mass, and Connecticut, and to be honest with you, even some parts of New York, this is your opportunity.
Alabama, Kentucky.
This is your opportunity to take a drive, and you get to meet Stephen, and you also will get to meet me because I will be there.
That's right. So it's so exciting. But even before Columbus Day weekend, the weekend before October 5th, I'm doing a bigger event at the American Legion in Rainham, and that's going to be a really, really amazing event because the tickets, I think, $40, and includes food. It includes, I think, pizza and chicken wings and salad, and then I come on and
pizza,
I don't know.
Chicken wings, salad,
and pizza.
And pizza. Yeah, I mean, hello, who would say no to that? I'm just going for the chicken wings and the pizza myself. So.
And not to see me?
I see you every day.
No, me like performing, like me, like in action, like. Here's
Steven,
your mama.
Stephen, I see you perform every day. Everyday life with Stephen is a performance. One of a kind. So, yes.
Well, that's just because we are both in such a great place of just, again, loving our lives and loving everything around us, and so it's all good. And then we head out to Palm Springs and to celebrate Elix's birthday every day of Palm Springs, and every day of that vacation of the 7 or 8 days we're going to be there. So I'm really excited because, like you said, Elix, we love Palm Springs, so it's good. It's very good. And you know what? I just finished Wednesday. I finished teaching my course, Healing by Samaldi, and I got to tell you, it was phenomenal. It's virtual, so it was Wednesday nights, like 7 to 9, and I max it out at 10 people, and 10 people grab the spots, and it was fantastic. The stuff we talked about, the participants in there, and being so connected, and the last class, which was last Wednesday, I did something that I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I knew it was going to go well. I just didn't know what the feedback would be, and I'm not going to get into it because there's something else I want to do with this. But it has to do with NDEs. When someone passes away, it says near-death experiences, and I probably will have people looking at me funny because I just don't think that. Because that name does not sound right. Near-death experiences it's not near death. You died, and I just think it should be temporary death experiences, not near death. I mean, all these stories, which are phenomenal. As a matter of fact, was it last week? No, 2 weeks ago. I spoke at a virtual NDE night or conference, and then also listening to other people's stories that experienced NDs. It's amazing. And when you're done with that session, you walk away just lighter, just happier, because every one of those people that experienced death and came back have a different perspective, or most of them, the ones I was exposed to. So that's pretty amazing. But I just don't get the near death experience. It's not near death. You died. I don't know. That's just, listen, that's just me, but it's just in my head, right? So I did something Wednesday, the last class, that I don't think anyone's ever done, or at least when I did research, I've never seen done, and the feedback was outrageous in such a wonderful way. Elix, I told you all about it. It was incredible, right?
Tell them about what the exercise is, so people.
I don't want to get into that, because there's other things I am planning on doing, so I don't really want to get into it at this point. But it was something. I mean, I read somewhere that any greatness or any great thing usually has some level of controversy, and it could be a very, very tiny level, meaning that no one's ever seen it, or it can be a very heavy level. And I definitely knew this was in that controversial category or subject. But at the end, oh my God, I got to speak to every single person in that group. Well, there was 10 of them, as I mentioned. 2 decided, one had an anniversary, happy anniversary, Laurie, and the other, Deborah in California, she had something going on, so they weren't there. But the other 8, I got to speak to every one of them. How was it? And I was getting goose pimples the entire time I was talking to them. So it's pretty amazing.
So you'd realize you're killing people, because it's like, I don't want to give anyone details, but then you keep talking about what you don't want to give people details about.
I will definitely.
I'm trying my best here. I'm trying. So
you sound like me when. You sound like me when I'm doing readings. When someone in spirit's talking to me and the person's not getting it, and I keep saying, "All right, go back." I go back to spirit. Give me more. You got to give me more. Or if they give me something small, like there's a pregnancy, and I'm like, "Is it a boy or a girl?" And they don't tell me. Not that I would tell people, but I get to hear it, and it's sometimes I just don't get that information. So, and that's how this is going to work out. I think we're going to take a break. When I come back, I'm going to start taking calls. We're going to start doing readings. What I live for. One of the things I live for, right? Because I also live for this life, and Elix and Django and my dog, and right?
Mm-hmm. I hope so. I hope so. Mm-hmm.
Listen to that. Mm-hmm. All right. So 508-222-1320 is the number to call if you want a reading, if you want to call to say hi, and we will be right back.
It's gonna take a lot of love.
And welcome back to Through the Static. I am your host, Stephen the Medium, and with my co-host.
With my get a grip with Coach Helix is in the house.
You know what? And before I take the first caller, I just want to give a big shout out to John. I think John from Florida. He posted like the sweetest thing. You know, I put on Instagram and Facebook just reminding people I was doing my show because I do it once a month, and he was on last month, and just this the sweetest email and the compliments, and so John, thank you. What a great guy. What a great spirit too. So watch me go to the next caller, and the first caller, and say, this is John. So let me go to the first caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
This is Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, Elizabeth?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I was going to say I'm so glad to have you here. Spirit's already talking to me, Elizabeth, so bear with me. So
okay.
let me ask you, Elizabeth, is there a particular person you want to hear from, or do you just want to open it up? It's completely your choice.
You can just open it up.
Open it up. Elizabeth is easy. All right, so let me see. They're all like here, and I'm saying one at a time. So, okay, so Elizabeth, I got a young guy here. Wait a minute. There's two guys here. Is your father in spirit?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you. Yep.
Is your father in spirit?
Yes.
Let me ask you something, Elizabeth, because this guy stepped forward and said young male, which means, did your dad die like 60s or younger?
Younger.
Oh, so that's it. So it's dad. I just wanted to make sure, because I always say 60s or younger, like 60s, 50s, 40s, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
He has been dying and waiting for this. He has been so excited about you getting in, and he just said, tell my daughter I was the one that made sure she got through on the lines to get here. So he's very, very excited. But there's also a mother energy. Is mom in spirit also?
Yes.
So your mom is also here. But your father, Elizabeth, your father just keeps saying all the stuff he wanted to do and all the stuff that he didn't get to do. And I'm not sure if that's because he died. He's saying 8. 8. I don't know what this is yet. Did he die? Did he die quickly, or unexpected?
It was unexpected in a way. Yeah.
Well, he keeps talking to 8 is either August. He's talking about like a birthday or an anniversary in August, or it could be the 8th of a month, Elizabeth. So just make sure you keep that with you. Who's Mary or Mark or the M name?
Mm-mm.
No. Think of everybody else, like your grandmother, grandfather.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. Okay. My aunt is Mary.
So, but aunt is also in spirit.
Yep.
So she just said there's 3. I don't know if she's talking about she had 3 kids or there was 3 siblings, but she just said 3. And Elizabeth, did you lose a brother?
Yes, I did.
Oh, he's pushing on me like I'm here. But he doesn't call you Elizabeth. He calls you. I don't know if he's calling you. He's shortening it or something.
Yep, he does.
So you get you get that.
Yep.
I love Elizabeth. Yep, I get it, Stephen. So just know, Elizabeth, that your brother. Oh, wait a minute. Your brother went fast.
Yep.
Oh, it's him. It's not your father. I mean, I know you said your dad's unexpected, but your brother said, no, Stephen, that was me talking. And there's a C or K name, like Chris or Kathy or Kevin. Who's the C or K name, Elizabeth, he's talking about? Make sure you just keep it. I'm asking him to give me more. You know what the C or K name is? It's a cathedral. He's talking about this big church. Have you been to New York?
Upstate New York.
Okay, so I don't think that's what this is. Where's Peter come in?
Peter.
Cause let me just bear with me here, Elizabeth. Your brother's talking about a cathedral, and it sounds like he was talking about St. Peter's Cathedral and I think, or Patrick. It's a P. It's Peter's or Peter or Patrick. So when they do that, it's either one of those names is connected to somebody, like first or middle name, living or cross, connected to you, or your brother's talking about something to do with the church. It looked like a cathedral, unless somebody went to a famous. Did somebody go to a famous cathedral? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
All right. Well, just keep it with you.
Yeah,
That's what your brother and dad keep talking about the ring too. There's something with the ring. There's a ring that's passed down?
No, they didn't really have anything.
No, Elizabeth, that may not be your parents. Your brother keeps saying, Stephen, my sister knows about the ring. Is your husband in spirit?
Yeah, he's the one with the ring.
That's why I'm asking, because I just looked at your brother and was like, she's not getting it. And your husband stepped forward and said, I'm talking about the ring. So, and the C or K is connected to your husband. It doesn't mean it's his name, Elizabeth, but it does mean that the C or K could be his mom, his brother, his father, last name. But the C or K is also connected to your husband. Your husband just wants to make sure you know that he's here. And your husband just said happy birthday or happy anniversary. There's something close connected to you. If it doesn't come, it doesn't mean it's yours. It could be mom's, dad's. I don't know. But there's something either 2 weeks back or 2 weeks forward. So he just yelled out, it's October. What's in October?
Nothing.
Oh, Elizabeth,
October.
There's something.
Nothing.
There's something. Make sure you just keep it with you. But I'm going to leave you with that, Elizabeth. Okay. Thank you so much for calling, and make sure you can go back to Facebook or YouTube to listen back to this to hear it again. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Bye bye. Lots of love to you. Elizabeth. Oh man. So let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Denise.
Hi, Denise. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good too. Let me check with Denise. It's really interesting how there's a guy here also for you starting and said the same thing applied to Elizabeth. Denise, there's a birthday or an anniversary really close.
My dad's birthday, an anniversary.
I love that. But is Dad in spirit?
Yes.
Oh, I sort of thought so. The way he was stepping forward and he just said, "My daughter is not surprised at all that I'm first. Not at all. I don't know if you get that, but he's
I get that.
Yeah, I love Denise. Yeah, I got it. He just wants to make sure you know. Let me say it backwards. He knows he's your guiding force, and he's always around you, and he's always with you. Is your mother in spirit?
Yes.
Oh, but she comes in completely different than your father. Different personalities, like completely different. And were they separated?
They were at the end. Yeah.
So because I just see them both coming in and just referencing, they want to make sure Denise, that they're together now, but they want to just give a reference to as they're separated. And your father's saying something that I've never heard before. So give me a second. The Teamsters. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know if the word Teamsters means anything to you, but
yes. I think he's talking about a fire department. I'm friends with a lot of firefighters, so I think he's talking about that.
Oh, that's what this got to be. Your father just said, yeah, and that can get her in trouble. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
If you understand what that means, you do. I mean, your father's funny, and you too. And your dad just talked about how. I mean, I know I already said this, Denise, about how he's always around you and he's always with you. But he just said, Denise, every second that is passed, every decision and every choice you've made, it's there's a reason for it, and it builds to something. So he just listen. You may disagree with me and say I don't feel this way, Stephen, but your dad's saying don't ever feel like anything that's happened is like I don't understand why did I do this? I wasted time. I blah blah blah. Because your father said because you're so intentional and so connected that everything that you do and decide, there's a reaon for it. Like it's like it's sort of like you're on automatic, if you will, and your soul is so connected to you that he just doesn't want your personality to sort of tie in and say, honey, like you're looking back at yourself and saying, why am I so dumb? Why did I do this? Because your father's like every single move you've made, whether you know it or not, is like a chess move. I don't know if you understand that.
I do.
And just keep you have to stay with that. You have to stay. Who's David?
He was a friend of mine.
Is he
He's alive.
So was he connected as a fireman, or is he someone different? And there's Michael too, different. Denise. Who's Michael?
I don't know. Michael might be maybe my uncle.
Well, did you not know your uncle's name?
I did. Yeah, no, it's my uncle. My uncle. I think it's him.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you have an Uncle Michael?
I did.
Oh, yeah. Well, so I don't know. We may have to go out for wine coolies or something because I love your energy. But Denise, let me just tell you that. Is Uncle Michael here or in spirit?
He's in spirit.
Oh, so of course it's him stepping forward. But the David, when you just said it's a friend David, that's not who your father's talking about. There's another David, either first or middle name, but there's also a John or Joseph. I keep getting for you.
In spirit?
It could be either way. Either living or crossed. But your father said you know.
There's a lot of Johns living, and in spirit there's a Jeremy.
So who's Jeremy?
He's a firefighter that passed.
That's where I thought I was going with asking, is David a firefighter? So this is Jeremy. Jeremy must have been connected to a David or Don or Dan or in the circle. It's somehow, some way, or the D's connected. So Jeremy is Jeremy just handed you a rose. And you know what he just said? She's so special that she can be misunderstood. I don't know what that means, but it's a compliment. It's
a compliment. I get it.
You get it. It's a very good compliment. So listen, I'm going to leave you with that because I got to take a break. It's 1:30. Denise, thank you so much for calling, and lots of love to you. Okay.
You too.
And we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. I am your host, Stephen the Medium, with my co-host is here.
Get a grip with Coach Alex is here.
I thought maybe you fell asleep. So I am just, as Mark just said, rolling along with these calls. So let's just go to the next caller. Wow. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Julia.
Hi, Julia. What? Are you on a ship or are you on the moon? What's that noise?
Oh, no, I'm in my car.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like it's much better. The windows are up, so we're good. So Julia, is there any particular person you want to hear from, or do you want me to just open this up?
No one's so just open it up.
Okay, so Julia, all right. So let me. There's a dad energy. So, but is your father still here?
Yes.
So it feels then it's going to be like a grandfather who's stepping forward, and I don't know if this is a grandfather or a great grandfather, but do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Do you want one? Julia, I asked that. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe he's talking. Do you have a brother?
I do have a brother. Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's talking about. It's not the B didn't stand for boyfriend. It stood for brother. So wait a minute. So okay. So I got it. So who's the A name? Like Alan or Anna or Anthony or there's an
Anthony, that's my brother.
I love that. I love that Grandpa is just yelling out your brother's name. So, got it. So we're talking about brother, not boyfriend. Even though I love this grandfather because he just said, well, but my granddaughter could have anyone she wants. She's that adorable and that darling. But this, did you just start a new job?
I'm in the process, yes. And I started at a new school.
Well, but you're also going to be working?
Yes.
Oh, because your wait a minute, is your father's father in, well, wait a minute, it feels like there's two here. Do you have at least one grandfather crossed?
Both my grandfathers have passed away.
Oh, I thought so, because I went to go to your dad's dad, and your mom's dad came flying in too, so, and they just, I kept feeling money coming, so it's just know that both of, oh my God, there's a grandmother here too. The grandfathers are talking about you. They want to make sure they know what's going on with you, that you're sort of like your guardian angels. They're watching over you, and just how smart you are. One of the grandfathers just said to you, honey, it's okay. It's okay if you don't exactly know what you want to do. I don't know if you've changed something or you're just starting something. I don't know what this is, but let me just tell you that keep that with you. That's what he's saying, and giving that also as a validation. He's also Julia. Who's like Frank? Fran or Frank or Fred? There's a really strong F name. Is your school like an F name or the city or town?
No.
Okay, so I just needed to know because I wasn't sure if he was connecting it to that. It sounds to me like it's a name, like Franklin or Frederick or Franny or Philip. There's something with an F name sounding. And this could be somebody living or somebody in spirit. So just make sure you keep that with you. Your mom is here also, right?
Yep.
Okay. It sounds like I just asked that because it sounds like I keep getting pulled to your mother's side. So maybe you just ask your mother who's Frank or Fred or the F name, because there's something, and it feels like there's somebody that wants to come through in spirit. So just keep that with you. You have a dog?
Yes.
I love how you pause. Do I? Yeah, I do. There's a, I don't know. Is it bigger? Is it like a lab?
Yeah, he's a golden.
Oh, I knew it was one of those two, right? Because I can feel him or her. Wait a minute, but you have two animals?
No, one.
So then there's got to be another one that's coming through in spirit, and it's like an S name, like Sparky, or there's an S connected to one of these animals. So it's either And you never had a cat?
No, I never had a cat.
So just because it feels like it's a smaller dog. I don't know if the S is connected to the breed or the name. Just in this could be your mom and dad's dog. That's like they had when they were a kid, named I don't know, Snowy. I don't know. Just keep that with you. And when I just said that, Julia, where does the flower name come in? Like Lily or Rose? Do you know?
Flower? No.
It's a flower name or something's connected, like Lily Bell or Rose. It's someone's name, so just make sure you hang on to that and keep that with you. And who's in healthcare? There's two things. There's a teacher, someone. I don't know if someone wants to be a teacher or was a teacher, and then there's also like healthcare, like nurse or CNA or something. None of that jumps out at you?
I mean, I'm working as a teacher, but going to school for healthcare.
Oh my God. I love what a double validation. That's pretty wild. Julia, how's everyone letting you know that they know exactly what's happening with you? And I never usually give two professions at the same time, but now I understand it and I get it. All I can tell you, Julia, is I just heard everyone just keep saying, please, honey, stay confident, stay like you, how amazing you are as you keep moving forward, and don't let anyone ever tell you you're anything less than fantastic, fabulous, the best there is. So I'm going to leave you with that, Julia. Thank you so much for letting me do this.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Listen, lots of love to you, and have a great day.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Alex, is Julia like the cutest?
She is.
And I love the double validation. She's teaching but going to healthcare. That's wild. Let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hello, Stephen. It's Denise.
Hey, another Denise. How are you, Denise?
I'm the same. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Is there a particular person, or do you want to open it up? Completely your call.
Yeah, just open it up. I saw you didn't have many people, so I figured I'd give it a shot.
I don't know what you just said, but I'm going to move forward with it because everyone's talking to me in spirit and saying, Denise is here. Denise is here. Denise, there's a father. Is your dad in spirit?
No.
So there's do you have a father-in-law in spirit?
Yes, I do.
Oh, it's him then. He just said Denise wouldn't necessarily think I'd be first to step forward. But there's also a really strong mother energy, and I can't tell. Your mom is here?
Yes.
So I can't. And this is I can't tell. This is a grandmother or a mother-in-law. So is there a mother-in-law also in spirit, or is she here?
Mother-in-law in spirit also.
God, wow! What a strong. Oh my God! Those flower names I was telling Julia are for you. The lily or the rose. There's something connected here. I think it's a double validation.
Yeah, because one of my grandmothers is Catherine Rose.
Oh, I love that. She's just swinging her hands like. But I love your one of those grandmothers just said, but please make sure Julia knows that she really did have a lily or a rose connected to her too. So Grandma is just giving that as a validation. But you Denise, you got stuff going on with you and around you. It feels. Is there somebody that you were taking care of, or someone that was sick? There's not like a friend or a family member right now that's going through something. It feels like it's a guy.
No.
Okay,
my
so wait.
aunt has issues.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said I have an aunt that has issues.
Let me ask you something. Who lost like a part of their body, like a fingertip or a toe or a leg?
Oh. Okay. Yep, I know who that is. My brother lost a good friend.
Oh, that's what this is. And did he lose like part of his limbs or something?
Yes, he lost multiple.
Wow. So Bob, Bill, there's a B name connected somewhere to him.
Brian.
His name is Brian?
Yes.
Yeah, so Brian, he just gave you the biggest hug. He's like so excited that you validated him and that he was like, she rocks. He's got his hands up, like his thumb and his next finger and the pinky. You know how you can do that? And I've never seen this. He's got his hand up and is looking at you and saying, Steven, she rocks. Like she's the best. He was like, I love Denise because she holds her ground, but yet she's very considerate and very compassionate and kind. But I don't know if your brother, was very close to Brian, but all I can tell you is that Brian is, to him, this is like the best thing in the world, that you get to know that he's here. And he just said, Denise, anything you need, just ask me and I will do my best to help you. So I love that. And why do they keep drawing Florida to you?
He visited his mom in Florida before he got really sick.
Wow. So it's just making sure Denise, that it's him. I got to tell you, Denise, it's like a line. It's like a bakery opening at 5 a.m. and the line is waiting. I look behind you. I'm like, oh, Denise, there's like a concert of people here waiting. But I love that they said Brian needed this so badly. And whether you tell your brother or you just keep it with you validating Brian, Denise, I cannot tell you what that has done to that soul. It is incredible for him to say, Denise, anything you need. And, I always say, even if it doesn't make any sense, if Spirit's with you, and saying that they're helping you or they're guiding you, you can't get any better than that. So, and I hate to do this because I don't want to, but I have to take a break because it's 1:15. So, Denise, thank you for letting me do this.
All right, I'll see you guys next week.
All righty, listen, we
can wait.
Yes, lots of love to you.
Cake.
All right,
wait,
guys.
Denise.
That's me. Yeah, what?
I had no idea that's Denise.
I knew. I smell my coconut cake.
Well, all right, lots of love. Listen, you have a great night.
Guys, love you.
All righty, bye-bye. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. I am Steven the Medium. I have my amazing co-host with me.
Get a grip with Coach Elex in the house.
And so let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
This is Carrie, I think.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Oh, I am on the radio. Okay. Hi, guys. Miss
You are on the radio, Carrie, and we can also see you. No, we can't. So, Carrie, any?
I look terrible.
Oh, please! I doubt that. So, is there a particular person, or open it up? Up to you.
Well, today is David hanging around.
Did you say is David hanging around?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting how like David's come up in these other previous readings. So I'm asking him to. Who's Carrie? Is your middle name Ann?
Nope.
Who's A? Who's the Ann? Or Anthony. It's an AN name. I keep hearing. But if wait a minute, Carrie, it's a middle name. Is your mom here?
My mom is here. My grandmother's there.
No, but they pulling me to your mother's side of the family, I think, with the A middle name. And it feels like Anthony, it's one of those. So just make sure you keep it with you. David's talking, but before you came on, I keep hearing knit one, purl two. Who crocheted or knitted?
Knit one, purl two. I'm not my aunt, Auntie Claire. Lillian. It's funny, you were talking about flowers earlier, and Lillian came to mind when you said that to me. Not to me, but to someone else.
And did you say Auntie Claire?
Yeah, but
Wow.
Her real name is Lillian. Her real name is Lillian, but we always called her Claire.
Wow. Listen, Carrie, you just gave me something. That's my mom's name is Claire, so thank you. And I love how I kept asking for Lily, like in other previous callers. So, David also just said he went fast. Unexpected. It was quick. He keeps saying, did David have kids?
Did he have kids? Yes.
Did David?
David had kids. Yes.
He keeps talking about the younger ones, and it felt like he was talking about kids. He keeps saying two. Were there two kids?
There was three.
Wait a minute. So, but there's two. Is there two boys or two girls?
Two boys, one girl.
I said he was splitting it two, and I knew it was sex wise. I don't know why they do that, but he's doing that. And oh my God, the A is connected to them.
Okay, that would make sense.
Well, it only makes sense if you know there's an A name connected to the kids. Their mother, them. Oh, there's an A connected. This has all been him from the get go. So he's very, very, very excited, and he just said to me, I'm also very. He's a character, David, like funny in a character, but keeps talking about. I don't know what is with the cars. Did he like cars?
We worked together for a very brief time for a company that deals with automotive. So that's how we initially met.
Oh, listen, Carrie, that's exactly why he's bringing that up, and he loves the fact that you actually brought him up. And did you ever like him, or he liked you?
Well, it's funny. I always liked him.
Well, let me just tell you, Carrie. There's something that way. He. I don't even know how to say this, but I don't know if you first met, if he liked you more than that, but there's something going on. So he's smiling and just keeps saying, how he's always around you and always with you, and just keeps saying, I send Carrie hearts all the time, heart-shaped stuff. You've got to keep that with you. Hearts, and hearts. He just said you've got a heart piece of jewelry, something shaped, a locket or a heart shaped. There's something.
I do.
You said you do?
I do. I have some heart jewelry.
Yeah, I just, he just wanted to bring that up and keep that with you. Listen, I got to go because I'm running out of time. So, Carrie, thank you for calling, and lots of love to you, okay?
Thank you, and happy birthday, Elix. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carrie. Thank you.
All right, you guys be safe. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Lisa?
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, I didn't realize I was on.
You are on, and you sound good, Lisa. Lisa, the first thing, as soon as I heard your voice, or before I heard your voice, I kept hearing the S name. I don't know if it's Steven, Sophie, Sandra. Who's S connected to you? Or it could be a last name too. There's a guy also stepping forward, and a young guy, by the way. Is Dad here or in spirit?
In spirit.
Again, did he die like 60s or younger?
No.
Okay, so then it's not, even though your father just said, don't say it's not me, I'm here. I love your father. Well, your father just said 4. I don't know if there's 4 kids or April, but there's something with 4. So just keep that with you. And your father is pointing to the young male. There's a young guy here, Lisa, and I'm asking to give, and it's an M name too. I don't know if this is Michael, Mark. There's an M connected here, and it may not be his name, but and this also could be just you had an Uncle Mike that's stepping forward too. But the young male, and you didn't lose a brother or a brother-in-law?
No.
All right. There's someone who steps forward that feels like a brother. So it's one of 2 things, Lisa. It's either someone who maybe not biologically was like blood connected, or someone lost a child, a miscarriage. Because it's the only way I get brother, unless someone knows that, or the other part is someone's brother stepping forward, meaning that someone didn't live. They passed before they were born. So, oh my God, that's the 4 connected. Who's got 3 kids? So mom or dad weren't one of 3?
No.
So keep this with you, because I keep hearing the 4th is missing. So there's 3 kids and 1 is missing. 1's in spirit. So okay. I don't know where. And who's John? Jim? Who's the GJ name? George? Lisa, don't worry about. Don't worry about it, because it happens a lot when I just keep throwing stuff out and your brain freezes up, and that's why I love you can go back to Facebook or YouTube and listen to this. You'll get all of it. I guarantee you'll get and 17. I just heard someone say if she doesn't get the 17, hang up on her. I think this is this guy. There's the 17th of a month, a birthday or an anniversary or some connection with 1/7. Like either it could be January 7th because that's 1/7, or right. Vice versa, July 1st. But make sure you keep the 17 connected.
Okay.
Okay. And make sure you go back to this, Lisa, because there's so much here. And there is like a Sophie, or this. You didn't have someone connected to you living across that was. It sounds like Sophie or Sophia, or there's no one like. Close friend. Well, they're yelling yes when you say no. So just again, make sure you hang on to it. And I hate to do this, but I got to let you go because we're gonna be hung up on. So okay. Make sure you go back, listen to this, Lisa, and lots of love to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Alrighty. Bye bye. Alrighty. So Elix, the last couple of minutes, this was a wonderful show as it always is. So tell people what's going on with you, where they can find you, all that kind of love.
They can find me at Coach Elix anywhere on social media. That's the scoop. And I'm gonna be with you. So if you come to Connecticut, you get to see me. If you come to Palm Springs, you get to see me. So that's where I'm at.
I love that. That's good, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know if Lisa's still listening or she's going to listen to this because I don't know who Lisa is. But when I just said, how come she wasn't getting Sophie or Sophia, they just told me it's Sophia Loren. So either she's connected to Italy or someone went to Italy or someone like Sophia Loren. So Lisa, if you're listening and you get this, shoot me an email to let me know. But I just got I'm like, you couldn't clarify that when she was on the phone. But you know what? Spirit's the boss. So they tell me exactly what's going on, or an Italy trip is coming up, but there's something there. So, and you see it all the time, Elix, how some people can get these validations immediately, and then there's some people that just their minds just freeze up, and that's why I get emails like you kept asking. I don't know, like who's got the Jean middle name, and I couldn't get it in a full hour reading if they're with me, and then I get an email, whatever period of time that that was my grandmother's middle name or my mother's middle name, whatever. It's so obvious, but
you get that all the time.
I do, and that's sometimes, I think it happens purposely so that people can be forced to go back and listen because they've missed something that's not only something that got validated, but something that Spirit is saying, yes, you got this, but it's bigger than that. And I think everything is designed to make us to do things and to get the most they can out of us, which I love, which is beautiful. So, but you can find me under Stephen the Medium. That's my website. That's my social media. That's my tag. And listen, I think this is it until, for me anyway, next month in the end of October when I'm back on. And do you know what's going on next week? Who your guest is, or
no? It's
we're not.
You and I.
Oh
no, we do have a call. Yeah, absolutely. We have a show next week, and it's going to be you and me, baby.
I love that.
So tune in.
All right, so listen, everyone who called, thank you, and lots of love to everyone out there listening. And tune in next Friday for Get a Coach.
Get a Coach.
Well, that's because you screwed me up. Keep saying get a grip with Coach Elix. And listen, make sure you listen to Mark's show. Mark, who produces our show, his show is next for 2 hours. Mark's Jukebox. It's amazing. And again, thank you all the guys at the station, Jim, and everybody else who allow us to do this. We love you guys always. So, all right, we're leaving. Have a good weekend. Lots of love, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.